Hi, my name is Adriana Lee with NeoraFit, and this is 20-minute legs and core. For today's practice, you might want one yoga block, but if you don't have that available, you can just use a pillow or a rolled up blanket. Once you've got your props together, put on your favorite music and let's get started. We'll begin today's practice with some pelvic tilts to warm up your core. So begin lying down on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the mat. You can bring your hands onto the top crests of your hips. Inhale into your lower back. And as you exhale, press your low back down into the mat. Inhale to untuck, feel for a little space beneath the low back. And exhale, tuck, press your low back down. Inhale, untuck, let the pelvis tilt forward slightly. Exhale, tuck, press the low back down and hug belly to spine. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, untuck. And exhale, press your low back down, squeeze belly in. Last two, inhale, untuck. Exhale, press. Inhale, untuck. Exhale, press. Now lift your knees up over your hips, keeping your low back pressing down, and we'll start out with some toe taps. Tap the right foot down and then the left. Lower the right leg down and then the left. Good. You're making sure that your knees are staying in a 90-degree angle, so you're not just bending the knee to bring your toes to the ground. Good. Keep going. Right leg down, lift. Left leg down, lift. Low back stays pressing down into the earth. Last two right here, and then we'll move on to doubles. Good. Last one on the right leg, lift, and last one on the left leg, lift. Press your low back down. Now take both legs down at the same time and lift back up. Good. Keep the legs at that 90-degree angle. Low back stays pressing down. You can always bring your hands underneath your hips for a little bit of support. Good. Tap and lift, tap and lift. Keep going. Low back stays pressing. Notice if there's any tension in your neck or your jaw and let that go. Now moving on to butterfly crunches. Bring your knees wide, toes together, hands behind your head, and lift your knees and elbows towards each other. You can reach your toes down towards the earth as you move. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Good. Low back stays pressing down. Relax your neck and use your core muscles to lift your head. Next up, we've got a combo. One single leg toe tap on each side, one double leg, and a butterfly crunch. Let's go. Right leg down, up, left leg down, up, both legs down, hands behind head, butterfly crunch. Good. Right leg down, lift, left leg down, lift, double, and butterfly crunch. Keep going. Right leg, up, left leg, up, double, and butterfly crunch. Good. Right leg, left leg, low back presses, double, and butterfly crunch. Good. Keep going. Right and left, double, butterfly crunch. Awesome. Starting to warm up that core, double, and butterfly crunch. Good. Right, lift, left, lift, double, butterfly crunch. Make sure each time your low back stays pressing down, and when you move into that butterfly crunch, your neck is relaxed. You're using your core to lift, not your neck. This is your last three, almost there. Butterfly crunch, single, single, double, and butterfly crunch. Very last one. Right leg up, left leg up, double, lift, butterfly crunch. Good. Now hug your knees into your chest. Take a breath here. And we're moving on to our bridge series. So ground your feet down, feet underneath your knees, relax your arms. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, push into your feet to roll your hips up into a bridge. Inhale, roll down through the spine. Exhale, push into your feet to bridge the hips back up. Inhale, lower slowly, move slow and controlled. Exhale, push into your feet, lift back up. Last one at this speed. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift back up, and now double time. Take it down, exhale, push. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Good. Down and lift, down and lift. Four more, then we're staying up for pulses. Last three, last two. On this last one, stay lifted. Now pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your hips all the way back down. Next, grab your prop, either your rolled up blanket, your pillow, or your block, and place that between your thighs. Give it a good squeeze. Then on your exhale, push into your feet to lift up. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, hips up. Good. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up and squeeze. Good. Inhale, lower. Keep squeezing your prop. Exhale, lift your hips back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Good. Keep going. Down, up and squeeze, down, up and squeeze. Awesome. Almost there. Last three right here. Then we're staying lifted. Up, And inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down. Now last one, lift your hips up, stay lifted and squeeze the block. Pulse in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower your hips down. Remove the block, set it to the side. Roll over onto your side and come all the way up to standing. We're going into our squat and lunge series where you have the option to add the block for a little bit more intensity. If you have any knee sensitivity or if you just don't have a block, you can do this without a block. If you're using a block, set the block underneath your right foot, left foot on the ground, feet hip-width distance apart, and we'll move into our squats. If at any point this starts to feel too intense, just kick your block to the side and continue without the block. Otherwise, once you're ready, on your inhale, lower your hips back down into a squat, and exhale, push your hips forward. Inhale, lower, exhale, push. Good. Inhale, down, exhale, up and squeeze your glutes. Inhale, down, exhale, push. Inhale, lower, exhale, push. Just a few more right here. Last 2. And last 1. Little pulses. Stay low and dip for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come all the way up. And then step your left foot back into a lunge. Good. Take a moment, get your balance, and then take the knee down and up and squeeze. Down, up and squeeze. Remember, you can always get rid of that block if it starts to feel too intense. Almost there. Last 3. Up and squeeze. Last 2. Get nice and low. Last 1. And stay low for pulses. Pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're coming from a lunge into a squat. So take your lunge and then left foot forward, find a squat. Left foot back, lunge, left foot forward, squat. Good. Take it back, lunge. Take it forward, squat. Up and squeeze each time. Down, squeeze and squat. Squeeze. Keep going. Good. Make sure your core is hugged in tight. You're almost there. Last 2 right here. You got this. Getting a little bit spicy. Forward into your squat. Back into your lunge. Last one. Squat and up. All right. Heel up, heel down squat. So your left heel is going to come up and then you'll lower down into a squat and then left heel down and lower into a squat. Heel up and squat. Heel down and squat. Hug in tight through your core. Get low, heel down and squat. Good. Heel up. Squat, hips low, heel down, squat. Keep sending that weight back. Squat down, heel down, and squat. Awesome. You're almost there. Keep going. Stay with your breath. You got this. After this, we're getting off of that block. I'm sure you'll be excited too if you're using it. Last one right here, and then we've got curtsy lunges. All right, so right leg's gonna come back, take it across, and then lower your right knee down and come up and squeeze. Right knee down, up and squeeze, like you're doing a little curtsy. Up and squeeze your glutes, down, squeeze your glutes. Good. 4 more right here, and then we're gonna stay low. 3, squeeze in through your core. Last 2, and on this last one, stay low and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, right leg's coming back. Lower your hands down onto the mat and now step back into a tabletop position. Lift your right knee, bend it to a 90-degree angle for bent knee cross. You're gonna tap the knee down on the inside of the knee and then on the outside of the knee. So take it to the inside, push, and to the outside, push. Good. Inside of the left knee, push. Outside of the left knee, push. Awesome. Keep going down, push. Outside and push. Inside, lift, outside, lift. Your foot is strongly flexed and you should feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. Good. Tap, push, cross, push. Last one right here, then we're staying up for pulses. Good. Stay lifted and pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Open out to the side for fire hydrant. Lift the knee and then tap. Lift the knee and tap. Good. Out to the side, tap. Out to the side, tap. You're trying to lift your knee to the height of your hip, maybe even a little bit higher, and you should feel this in the outside of your hip. Last one, then pulse it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your knee into your chest, setting up for donkey kicks. Inhale, kick your leg back and up. Exhale, squeeze knee to chest. Inhale, kick. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, kick, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, pull knee to chest. Good, keep going. Your foot is flexed as you kick so you can activate through hamstrings and glutes. Awesome, last 2 right here. And last one. Now tuck the left toes under. You're coming up into a 3-legged down dog. Then squeeze your knee to nose, rolling forward towards plank. Inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick the leg up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, squeeze. All right, last one right here, and then we're coming into a full plank. Lift up. Squeeze your knee to nose, and then step your right foot back to meet left, coming into plank, and push back into down dog. Take a moment, bend one knee at a time, catch your breath, stretch out your hips, and then lower down onto your knees. Now, we have 2 options for this next move. You have option 1 is down dog push-ups, which are quite challenging. You're looking between your hands, doing a push-up. Or option 2 is to come down onto your knees and take a knee down modified chaturanga. So choose whatever option you're gonna take, and then we'll get into our push-ups. So whenever you're ready, bend your elbows. If you're in down dog, you're looking between your hands, bending your elbows out to the sides like you're trying to tap your forehead towards the ground. Otherwise, for those chaturanga push-ups, elbows are straight back. Awesome. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Great job. Our next little section is a forearm plank section. So you can watch this one first. You'll come onto forearms with hands either clasped or just in a number 11 shape. You'll take 4 hip dips side to side, 3, 4. Then rotate onto the right forearm, lift your left arm up, curl it under, lift up, back to forearm plank for 4 hip dips. And then after the 4th, rotate onto the left, right arm up, curl it under, right arm up, back to forearm plank. All right, so whenever you're ready, let's get started. Come onto your forearms, clasp your hands together if you'd like, back into your plank, push the earth away, and then hip dips. Left, right, left, rotate to the right forearm, left arm up, curl it under, lift, forearm plank, hip dips. 2, 3, 4, right arm up, curl under, right arm down, hip dips for 4, 3, 2, 1, right arm down, left arm up, curl under, lift up, forearm plank. 2, 3, 4, left arm down, right arm up, curl under, right arm up, forearm plank. Good, keep going. 2, 3, 4, push the earth away, left arm up, curl under, up, and back down, forearm plank. Last one right here, hip dips, right arm up, curl under, lift up, and forearm back down. All right, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose. Knees wide, let your forehead rest just for a beat. And then press back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here and slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat, roll up, and now we get to do the whole thing on the other side. Did you forget about the squat series? Oof. All right, if you're using your block, put that underneath the left foot, and if you are not using your block, just stand with your feet hip width distance apart. When you're ready, inhale, send your hips back into your squat, and exhale, push your hips forward and squeeze. Good. Inhale down, exhale up and squeeze. Lower, up and squeeze. Good. Squeeze in through your core, hips down, hips up, get low, hips up and squeeze. Keep going. And last one, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Get your balance, then right knee down, up and squeeze. Good. Lower and squeeze the right glute at the top. Drop down, up and squeeze, drop down, up and squeeze. Push into your right toes, stay strong. Core is hugged in tight and spine is nice and long. Good. Lower, up, and now stay low, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're moving from a lunge into a squat. So right foot forward, take your squat, and then right leg back, take your lunge. Forward and squat, back and lunge. Good. Forward, get your hips low, back, get your knee low. Squeeze in through your core. Squat, back, and lunge. Core stays hugged in tight. That's gonna help you with your balance. Nice and strong through that left leg, whether you're on the block or not. You're still pressing down through the left heel for balance. Almost there. Back into your lunge, forward into your squat. All right, now we're ready for heel up, heel down lunges. So if you're on the block, lift up onto the right heel and then heel down and squat. If you're not using a block, you can lift both heels up instead. Heel up, squat, heel down, squat. Good. Heel up, hips down, heel down, hips back. Awesome. Keep going. Stay strong through your core. Hips get low each time, maybe a little bit lower. Challenge yourself. Awesome, you're almost there. Last 2. And last 1. All right, now after this, we've got our curtsy lunges. So left leg is coming back, cross it over, and then deeply bend the left knee and come up and squeeze. Bend, up and squeeze. Squeeze in through your inner leg lines and your core. Down, up and squeeze, down, up and squeeze. Last 2, last 1. Now we've got pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your left leg back into a lunge, lower your hands down, and come back into a tabletop. Now left knee is coming up for that bent knee press and cross. Tap the knee to the inside of the right knee, lift it up, to the outside of the left knee, lift it up. Good. Tap and push, tap and push. Inside, push, outside, push. Good. Down, squeeze your glute at the top, cross, and squeeze. You're almost there. Stay strong. Keep pushing down through your shoulders. Core stays engaged. Squeeze your glute at the top. Last 2. Push. Push. Last 1. And last one on the outside. And now tiny little pulses. Pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open out to the side for fire hydrants. Tap the knee down. Lift up. Good. Tap and lift. Tap. Squeeze your glute. That's 4. You're halfway there. Lift, down. That was 6. You're almost there. 2 more, and then you're staying up for little pulses. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your knee into your nose, and then inhale, kick it back. Donkey kick. Squeeze your knee and reach. Squeeze and reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Squeeze your glute at the top and reach. Last 3, lift, squeeze. Last 2, and last 1. Now tuck the right toes under, 3-legged down dog. On your exhale, draw your knee in towards your nose, roll forward through a plank. Inhale, back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze, left knee to nose. Inhale, reach. And exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Good. Inhale, reach, squeeze your glute. Exhale, pull your knee to nose. Last 3. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward to plank. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Now last one right here, and then we're stepping back to plank. Good. Left leg back and lift your hips up. Now you're either staying in down dog for down dog push-ups or lowering to your knees for chaturanga push-ups. Your choice. When you're ready, bend your elbows and push. Good. If you're doing those down dog push-ups, imagine like you're tapping your forehead between your hands. And if you're doing those chaturanga push-ups, keep your core hugged in tight. 4 more right here. Push, bend, and push. Last 2. And last 1. Now, if you're in down dog, lower down onto your knees. If you're already on your knees, perfect. Come down to a seat. And now if you've got your block, I'm gonna give you a different stretch, but if you don't have a block, you're gonna lie down on your belly for a quad stretch. If you have sensitive knees, you'll also be doing this stretch. So you'll come onto belly, then lift up onto your elbows from Sphinx pose. Take the right arm across at a diagonal, bend your left knee, use your left hand to pull the heel in towards your glute. You'll do both sides and you'll hold this pose while everyone who's using the block is doing the other shape. So if you do have a block and if you don't have sensitive knees, lay on your back. Take the block underneath your sacrum at whatever height feels good. So maybe the lowest, maybe medium, maybe the highest. If you're going to the highest, come up onto your toes and then wedge the block under your sacrum. So if you're on your belly, go ahead and start stretching your right leg. And if you're on the block, grab onto your right foot and slide the top of your foot back towards your outer hip. If that causes any foot cramps, you can tuck your toes under instead. Feel for reaching your tailbone forward, and you want to feel for a stretch in your right quad. Take a deep inhale wherever you are, and exhale, lengthen your tailbone. Whether you're on your belly or not, if you're on your belly, you can push your hip bone down into the ground to get even more. Deep inhale into your hip, and exhale, relax your neck and jaw. All right, now we'll release the right leg and switch to the other side. So if you're on your block, adjust your hips if you need, and then take the left toes back. If you're on your belly, just switch to the opposite arm, giving you support, and bring your opposite heel to glute. Deep inhale into your hips. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone towards your knee. If you're on your belly, press your hip bone down into the ground if you need more. Another full breath in, breathe into your belly and your hips. And exhale, relax your neck, relax your jaw, let go of any tension. All right, so we'll let that go. If you are on the block, you're gonna come down to the lowest setting and slide it a little bit further down towards your glutes. If you were on your belly, flip over onto your back and place something, either a rolled up blanket, pillow, or yoga block underneath your sacrum. And once you've got your prop in place, take a moment to let your rib cage sink down towards the earth. This is a stretch for your hip flexors, more of a release for your hip flexors. Draw your right knee into your chest, let your rib cage get really heavy. And this might be enough, or if you'd like, begin to extend your left leg forward, just as far as you can with the heel still on the ground. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, feel the weight of your hips get relaxed and heavy on the block. Feel your rib cage sink down, letting go. Relax your jaw, relax your neck. Now to switch sides, you'll slide your left foot back first, and then release your right foot down to meet the left. And then when you're ready, squeeze the left knee in towards your chest. Rib cage sinks and gets heavy towards the ground. And then slowly extend right leg forward, only if you need it. If that's enough, you can stay where you are. Keep the heel on the ground. Stay relaxed in your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw. Take a deep breath into your right hip and your belly. Exhale, let go of any tension from your hips. Now one more slow breath in. And even slower breath out. Now remember to come out. It is counterintuitive, so slide the right heel back first, and then release your left leg down to meet the right. Push into your feet, lift your hips up, slide the block out from under you, and then lower your hips all the way down. Widen your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees fall in towards each other. Should feel for a little release in your sacrum. You can either stay still or windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then roll all the way over onto one side and slowly press yourself up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. All right, you guys did absolutely amazing today. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Namaste.